Hi guys.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to Make 2 and another episode of the Neeson Let's Play in The Sims 4. Jasmine here is looking happy with her two prisoners. They are not looking so happy.
Oh man.
Poor old gals. There's still a mess on the floor. Clone Shelly still has something wrong with her hand. And there's food.
Ingrid.
Yeah, I think the food has been there since last time. I don't think they can eat it anymore. It looks like it's foul smelling.
Yeah.
They are not in a good way.
And also in the last episode, if you guys will recall, we had the tragic clown, which Jasmine called over to, I guess, torment.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think her intention was to torment, but the tragic clown ended up sort of tormenting these two. And I think they begged the tragic clown to get word out of their situation, so we will have to see in this episode whether the tragic clown will do anything.
Yeah, he didn't seem to react in the episode, but let's see. Now, it's 6:30 in the morning. Jasmine goes to work at 8. I think Jasmine, to be honest, I think she's gone
A little bit.
kind of more wrong. It's still really dirty down here. Let's have Jasmine chat to her. Yeah, I actually think she sees these as her little friends.
Yeah, like she thinks that she doesn't really see anything wrong in what she's doing.
Exactly.
She thinks that she's actually taking care of them rather than torturing them.
Yeah, she's helped these little old ladies, brought them off the street, and is looking after them in the best way she can. It's kind of like she's playing make-believe, like with some dolls and stuff, but
Yeah,
the
this
dolls
is
are
her
in
doll
prison.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, and she just doesn't think there's anything wrong with just leaving her dolls overnight while she goes to do stuff. They no doubt are complaining pretty hard to her, and I think I could just imagine guys being like, that's so nice. Well, why don't you two play together? You're having such a nice time, and Mummy will bring you some food later.
Mummy.
Yeah.
These two do not look like they're getting along either, but they are still
Well-
would rather be next to each other than talking to Jasmine.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine the stress they're under. I think it's probably good they have each other, but they're still not necessarily friends.
This is terrible.
Yeah, people often say, like, when a pair of people go off exploring the Arctic or something, they end up hating each other, but if it wasn't for the other one, they would have died. Like, they hate each other, but they need the other one. And I can imagine that's what's going on with Ingrid and Shelley.
Yeah.
Like, they're sustaining each other, but they're also making each other mad because of it. They seem to be doing their best to actually ignore Jasmine, I think. They're like,
It's kind of interesting, actually. Jasmine's just standing here, like, looking a little sad and uncomfortable. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh, nope. Nope.
oh, Jasmine's
Near
I think,
miss.
yeah, why are my friends not talking to me?
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to play a little bit of, I don't know, like not passive aggressive, and that's all they can do. Oh, it'd be nice if Clone Shelly can clear this up.
Yeah, she just pulled that mop out of somewhere anyway.
Well, yeah, she is a good cleaner. It looks like, however, we've now got Jasmine probably going off to get ready for work.
She's finally, at long last, going to work.
Yeah, well, I think now maybe this mental switch has gone off that everything's normal. So she's thinking, what I do, I go to work, I leave my friends at home.
Hilarious. She is going to work,
In her
dressed as a
uniform.
cop,
Yeah.
and she is performing some bad crimes right now.
Yeah, in some ways that's maybe the best cover, just going about things as if everything is normal, which fortunately she thinks they are.
But are they? Look at this.
Look at it, you can
at all
see in the
this.
background the trash can inside is covered in waste as well. This is, yeah,
Oh, it's just awful.
nothing's been fixed since last week, it's just got
Wow.
worse. She does not take care of this place.
This is foul. Yeah, she
Yeah.
is not doing well herself. And yeah, these two.
Well, I think they seem a little bit happier now that Jasmine's gone. They
Exactly.
at least have the day to relax without being so pent up they're going to get another voodoo doll pinning from Jasmine.
Or Tragic Clown.
Or Tragic Clown.
Ooh.
Okay, he's
Tragic
delivered.
Clown.
I did not know he could do that. Maybe now is a good time to check in on Tink now that Jasmine's gone to work. So let's go and visit Tink and see what she's up to.
So here we are at Tink's house.
Oof. Yeah, Tink's doing some cleaning up.
How's she been doing with Abigail, by the way?
Pretty good. I've actually been playing with them a little bit. The problem is Abigail does go to sleep in a normal bed. I didn't know Ghost did that, and the bed is only actually accessible by one side, so when one of them is in bed, the other one can't be in bed. So a couple of nights, Abigail's got to bed a little bit earlier than Tink. So Tink has had to just stay up all night playing on her iPad.
Ooh. Oh, what?
We have two visitors. Maybe a friendly introduction.
Sure. Hi, Maya.
Yeah. This tragic clown has come a-knocking.
Mm-hmm.
And you were just talking about him. He just seems to be able to come right in. He doesn't need an introduction.
The tragic clown is carrying a message.
As creepy as he is, maybe he is not all bad. So let's have...
Is he going to actually come in?
Yeah, let's have them talk to each other.
Oh, he's already making Tink feel sad just by being here.
Yeah.
And Abigail.
Yikes. Hello. Aw.
She's learned
He's a
goofball,
goofball.
evil, and neat, and he's also just given birth.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
So he's evil, but he's... For some reason, maybe he thinks being evil to Jasmine is worth doing. Because if he's over here, I do wonder whether he's come to spread the word.
Yeah. Let's see. I wonder what could they do? Complain about problems?
Yeah, and say like, maybe talk about Jasmine. See if the clown knows her.
He's just kind of lurking.
Yeah, maybe he's just come round just to rub it in. Just like, haha, I know something about your sister. I think that's what he's doing.
I think that's what he's doing. Gosh.
What?
Tink doesn't look like she's believing it just yet.
Yeah. Do you think he's actually telling her what it is yet?
Don't know.
I can imagine him just saying, why don't you try going around to Jasmine's house? She's not home. She's gone to work. Why don't you just go and see what's going on? Trust me, it's worth it.
He's like, when I walked in there, I saw two old ladies.
Yeah, I think
was shocked.
I think he's just stirring the pot. I don't think he's being nice about it. He just wants to cause chaos.
So he's not here to be a hero.
I don't think so. I just think, he's just his own kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Well, I think Tink can't ignore him if that's what he's telling her. If he's telling her Jasmine's been doing something weird. And Jasmine did not look okay last time. Yeah, this might be a good idea. Ask about... Where is her sister? There she is, all dressed up. Abigail, by the way, has also started doing painting, which I think has actually probably been pretty therapeutic for her.
And helps her to, I would assume, make some money.
Yeah, because I don't know if she can get a normal job, but she is a ghost, so normal jobs don't necessarily work for her.
Okay, she's asking about Jasmine and trying to get in there.
Here we go. It looks like the tragic clown is just like...
He's denying that he's had the pleasure of meeting Jasmine.
He just said...
A little sketchy, but...
Go around to her place.
And she's like, but you just told me that her place is looking not so great. Lots of trash around, but...
Yeah, I think Tink's investigative instincts... I mean, she is a police detective now and quite a senior one. I think, she's going to have to follow her nose on this one.
Yeah. But also I think there's another incentive to go and investigate because she and Jasmine did try to meet up recently and
exactly.
Were maybe not quite mending their fences or, rebuilding, repairing their bridges, but...
Yeah. The other thing is if there's a weird clown going around town spreading nasty rumours about Jasmine, I think Tink would want to make sure that, if they're false, they get squashed quickly.
Yeah.
Because, it's her family name too.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Tragic clown, you are so weird.
So maybe then we'll have Tink go over to her sister's house and investigate. Okay, here we go. Tink is at Jasmine's house. Don't know what happened to all those trash things.
Yeah.
But I can see through the window that trash thing is still there.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was, but it's still... a little bit suspect. It looks like the last game Tink and Jasmine played of chess is still in play. Yeah.
So she can come in.
Yeah.
Aw, she's like, this is my old house.
Yeah,
she's a little sad and bored. Don't be bored.
Yeah, you're not going to be bored in a minute. Yeah, you got to look around.
What's
going
trash.
on?
Rummage in the trash.
Yeah, exactly. First sign for clues. Oof.
Gross.
I mean, it looks
gross.
Weeks old.
Nasty. Yuck.
In this situation, I may well get a new trash can.
She's recovered bacon night. Yes, you're standing in the trash.
You're standing in trash. You found trash.
You're like, why is my sister living this way?
Yeah, she always used to be neat. I mean, look at her bedroom. It's like this impeccably well-made, well-designed, perfect bedroom. And this is just crazy. Yeah, looks like Tink is going to go check out
the downstairs.
Yeah, her old bedroom. Things still look normal here. Mm-hmm. She's probably going to go straight for the computer hut. Because she couldn't actually take her computer with her. She had to buy a brand new one.
Yeah.
Now...
Maybe she'll see a little something in the internet
reflection.
search history or something. What is Jasmine looking up?
Little dresses. She's gone straight to playing an RPG game. If she happened to have a mirror right there or look in the reflection of the monitor, she would see the changes. She'd see that bookcase door was not there before.
All right, let's investigate.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Looks like Tink has discovered that door goes down these stairs and
oh my...
she's in.
She's in and turn around,
Tink. Look what?
None of these choices make sense for the situation we're in.
Sims. Oh, Sims, ask
Ask about day. This is crazy. Okay, so the tragic clown said there were 2 old ladies stuck down
and
where Tink used to live, and there are 2 old ladies. Gossamer, look at them. I think, Shelley, this is the happiest I've seen her in weeks. She's seen, like, finally, Tink, I know you. Tink, look at us. We're stuck in here. Hello.
Jasmine, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is promising. Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
I think they've been beaten. I think Jasmine has just beaten them into submission.
Their spirits are so low that they don't recognize that. Also, maybe they're suspicious of Tink.
Yeah.
I don't really like Jasmine. That's appropriate.
Yeah, I think that says a lot more. I think beneath the surface, they're clearly going to be saying, you know, this crazy basement was all from Jasmine. Jasmine's locked us up in here. You need to get us out now.
Yeah.
They are now like banging on the bars.
Let us out, let us out. She's saying, get me out of here with this crazy clone Shelley.
She's gone even more crazy than she was when I got in here.
I think Tink is investigating ways to get them out now. She's like looking at the wall and trying to figure out how to get in.
Yeah, because this is just
You can do this, Tink. I wonder what she's feeling now, realizing that her sister has locked up these 2 ladies in the basement. She's going to try and get some reinforcements.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of anger at her sister. I mean, I think probably disgusted at what's going on down there. I mean, her first thought has got to be to help. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she's got to be feeling so sad for her sister.
Super weird that she's looking happy, but Sims.
Well, yeah. Happy that she has solved this case and is about to help these old ladies. So we're going to get the prisoners out of prison. We're going to make sure that somehow Tink manages to get them out before Jasmine comes home.
Okay, it's finally hitting her. She's uncomfortable, and it's finally...
Oh, she's going to get them some food.
Yes.
Okay.
And they are out. Look, finally,
freedom.
Yes.
Look at Shelley. Clone Shelley is already looking a lot happier. Her claw hand seems to have fixed itself somehow along the way as well. Ingrid still seems to be in shock. She's just kind of taking it all in.
Shoveling food. Oh, Clone Shelley's cleaning. Oh my gosh.
No, she can't even do it. She just
her
dropped
back
it
is hurt.
straight on the floor. I don't know what to do. This is not my mess. What am I doing? Oh, they're still not completely right. I think, no, don't go back downstairs to the scene of the crime.
Well, I think she needs to do some investigating.
Yeah.
And maybe Clone Shelley is going to talk her through her experiences and tell her what happened.
Maybe Clone Shelley just doesn't want to be far away from Tink at this moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. This is her rescuer, her protector.
Yeah. Think she's going to have...
Oh, Tink is like, I can't deal with this. What has happened? Complain about problems. You got to give your statement.
Smurgus.
Very tense now.
Yeah, I mean,
see, Tink is realizing everything
I think
that's been
the
happening.
full extent, it looks like, do you reckon she could be like writing this all down in an email or something to herself just so later she gets captured? Because she hasn't got her police equipment with her. I think ask for advice.
She's like, you're my rescuer.
Help me. What do I do now? I think the key thing is she's safe. Ingrid and Clone Shelley are safe. Mm-hmm. They need to feel happy with themselves. Jasmine is never going to hurt them again.
Well, I kind of wonder what Tink is feeling right now. Like, she's got this, like, solid... She's, like, massaging her neck. She's very tense. She's got this solid evidence now that her sister is bad people.
Yeah. Well,
what
one
is she
side,
do about
she
it?
has to help. I mean, Jasmine and Ingrid are being helped.
Yeah.
And they need to be free. So that's, track
Aw.
1. Track 2 in her head is what to do about Jasmine.
Yeah, look at that look on her face.
And Jasmine's going to be home any second from work.
Maybe she's looked at the penalties for...
Yeah, Jasmine's back. And she swiped an object.
Swiped an object at work.
Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
And she performed poorly. Not surprised.
Okay, where is Jasmine and what is she going to feel
Okay.
now that she sees that the 2 old ladies are out?
I think she's going to walk in the house. Let's see. She comes in. And she... I don't think she'd even noticed. She's like, do. I'm going to go and check on my little friends. Wow. Okay. Clearly, Tink was so... Yeah, shocked by everything she saw. She felt so dirty she had to clean herself. Maybe Jasmine's going to go into the bathroom and maybe see her sister there, and there's going to be some kind of little, oh, that's nice. It's a nicer outfit. Okay, now we have the moment of shock for Jasmine. Hi, I know what you did. I have freed Shelley and Ingrid.
And fed them.
And
cupcakes.
fed them. They're out of here.
They're free.
They're free. And I know, Jasmine,
you've ruined all my plans.
What's happened to you?
I love these little icons when they speak. Oh, she's now storming off.
Jasmine
What's gonna
seems a little
happen?
happy, but I think the massive question on Jasmine's lips is, what is Tink going to do now?
Yeah, with this knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, even though they are sisters, this has really crossed the line, and you can't just let your sister get away with ruining 2 people's
Tink's
lives.
a police officer.
You can't cover it up. It's basically done and happened.
Yeah, Tink is not an evil cop.
Yeah.
This is got to be resolved one way or another, I would think.
Yeah.
Chorg.
I think Jasmine was saying, "You're out. I could have gotten money for you. I could have
Wow.
all the money that I spent taking care of you or whatever, and now you're out."
So Clone Shelley almost seems to be like she's sitting down and breaking bread with her prisoner, with her jailer. That takes a lot.
With her rescuer and
With her
jailer.
rescue as well, but still, I've got to admire Clone Shelley for how she's handling this. I don't disrespect Ingrid. This is a tough situation. Anyway.
But Clone Shelley has shown her strength.
So guys, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. At very long last, Clone Shelley and Ingrid are now free.
Poor Ingrid is just exhausted from her
Yeah,
trials.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So please let us know what you think in the comments below. If you want to see what Tink does next with her twin sister Jasmine, stay tuned for next week's episode of the Neeson's Sims 4 Let's Play. If you haven't done so already, also feel free to subscribe so you can stay up to date with the Neesons and our other Sims 4 videos.
Thanks for watching.